Emotional safety isn't only a feeling, but a way of being. It is an energetic frequency that we first have to anchor within ourselves to feel safe within ourselves, to then have that mirrored back to us as an experience. Many of us don't feel grounded or rooted in the feelings of safety and security. So then that reflects in our life, people, places, situations that are going to mirror that instability back to us, right? So you may have situations in your life that it's constant chaos, or you're not able to trust, or there's always the ups and downs and the back and forth and the constant ebbs and flows, which is a natural part of life. But until you actually resonate and align with the internal frequency of emotional safety, you will not experience it in your reality. And the number one way that I would recommend getting yourself to a space of emotional safety and security is by looking at the inner child. There is always an original blueprint or template, which I recently learned, okay, through another person, right? So we have people or places or things that resonate with us deeply in the heart on a soul level, right? That is a space and time that we felt safe, that we felt the most secure before life took over, before karma, before heartbreak, before life started lifing. And when we return to this original blueprint within ourselves, that's when we anchor in safety. That's when we anchor in trust and faith and ground ourselves into the present moment to allow ourselves to feel that strength, to be able to open ourselves up. And so a lot of us, we have this narrative where if we open up, it's unsafe. That if we try to become vulnerable, it creates instability, right? Because that's the old narrative. So one way that we can get back to that original blueprint when we do a lot of the inner work. So in the Worthiness Era Activation Workbook, that is exactly the baseline energy to help us come back to ourselves, to remember our worth. So when we come back into this remembrance, right, when we're allowing ourselves to activate that innermost part of us before the stress, before the drama, before the trauma, that original blueprint is laying there. And then when that gets reactivated, because right now it may be dormant, and my workbook helps us reactivate, reawaken the lost parts of ourselves to remember that original blueprint. If you're interested, link in bio.